this is great.
Okay.
This makes sense. This
Yes.
is what we're needing.
Yes.
And it was a great fit right from the start, actually, as soon as I could understand what was
Yes.
being brought to
Yes.
the business. I have more of a sense of peace over the fact that what we've chosen to do, we're doing it to our best, and that there's systems in place to support people to also do their best. You know, everything has exceeded our expectations. I really feel blessed. It is not something I knew we were going into, and it's just been a blessing. It's just been a real receiving thing. It's from a business side of things, honestly, everything has exceeded our expectations. And there's no one that I can think of that won't benefit from what we've experienced over the last 2 years.
Awesome. Thank you. Good day. Today I am talking with Dr. Bridget, the co-owner of Skin Therapy, also a medical aesthetic doctor. Welcome.
Thank you.
And thank you so much for your time.
Thank you, Helena.
You are from Skin Therapy, and I must say I love Skin Therapy because it's a beautiful space with beautiful people, very holistic but also very effective. So well done.
Thank you.
So before working with me, what would you say was your biggest frustration in business? I know that we started about 2 years ago. So if you go back to February 2024, what would you say was your biggest frustration before we started working together?
I think for me the frustration was feeling that whatever obstacles came along, it was up to me. So it was my shoulders, my insight, my wisdom, and I didn't have a sounding board, I didn't have a mentor, and I had to kind of fumble my way, and it often felt quite, almost want to say dark, because it's unknown, and it was things that I hadn't learnt about or didn't have knowledge about. So I think for me that was one of the big frustrations, and I suppose also a lack of understanding of how the business was running on a detailed level. And just wisdom and mentorship on how to handle myself in that role, and what I needed to bring to the business.
Okay. So what made you decide to actually do something about that?
That's a really good question. So I first approached, I think because I was in the more medical side and less in the skin side, I first approached somebody who I knew was a top of her game in the skin industry and understanding what to do in the room. And she said to me, I can do that, but who's helping you with the business side of things? And so it was word of mouth from that professional that led me to you. And then just, kind of stepping into that space, not really knowing exactly what I was getting myself into, but the more we did it, the more I realized it was the right thing.
Okay, cool. So which doubts or hesitations did you have to overcome before starting the coaching process?
I think I just really wanted to start it, to be honest. I think I was very grateful to know that there was such a thing. So I was just, this is great. This makes sense. This is what we're needing. And it was a great fit right from the start, actually, as soon as I could understand what was being brought to the business.
Okay, wonderful. So what was the first noticeable change that you experienced after we started coaching?
I loved the consistency that came to our business. Having certain structures in place that everybody knew would take place. So we had a flow of things to expect, whether it was check-ins or meetings or accountability for budgets or whatever it might have been. There was an organization to things, and everybody knew what was expected of them, and was able to thrive in that space.
Okay. So Bridget, what concrete improvements or results would you say have you seen over this 2-year period that we have worked together and I've coached yourself, the team, and the business?
For me, I would say it is health. So health of the business, health of the people, and the emotions that work in the business. So when it comes from, so 2 different aspects. The one is just financially understanding the business. What are the margins? Is it profitable? Are we making the right choices? There's so many layers that go into that, but making sure that we've thought about it and that it's actually what we decided for it to be, and that we're working for something,
yes,
and we know what it is.
Yes.
Whether it's sometimes we achieve it, sometimes we don't, but we know where we're at. So it's financial disclosure and health in that side of that business. And then on the other side, just health of the team. So emotional well-being of the people. We don't always have time as business owners to sit and say, what are your aspirations? What are you working towards? How can I help you to get there? And each person is working their journey within our business, you know, and helping them to know that they're reaching their potential. So wonderful to see people reaching their potential, breaking out of kind of idea, thinking this is how I am and I can't do this, but then watching them break out of that, you know, and really to see people flourish has been incredible, and each in their own way. So yes, it's those two things.
I'm reminded of actually exactly this space where we sat about a little bit less than 2 years ago with a specific therapist. And her journey over the past year and a half.
Incredible.
How much she's grown, and really, and it's not the end yet, you know. Amazing. So the growth in your business, what has been the impact on you as a person? Because as much as we are a business person, we're also a personal person, and often those things are intertwined.
I think we've always said, you know, we don't need to be the biggest, greatest. We don't have those aspirations, but we want to feel proud that what we do well. And so now I have more of a sense of peace over the fact that what we've chosen to do, we're doing it to our best, and that there's systems in place to support people to also do their best. Okay, amazing. Is there anything that exceeded your expectations through this time that we journeyed? Everything's exceeded our expectations. I really feel blessed. It is not something I knew we were going into, and it's just been a blessing. It's just been a real receiving thing. It's from a business side of things, everything has exceeded our expectations. It has been, I'm just very thankful.
Likewise on my side, I must say I've enjoyed the journey so much, and it's beautiful to see how it plays out organically. Even though it's structured, there is every business has got a unique flow in terms of their growth. So thank you for that. So who would you recommend my coaching to, having experienced it yourself, and why?
I really I can't really think of anyone that wouldn't benefit from something like this as a business owner, or even as someone working. So whether you own a business, whether you work for yourself, whether you work within somebody else's business, I think you're able to tap into somebody. What makes you tick? Who are you as a person? What are you aspiring for? And helping you to get there, and helping you to see things differently. I really appreciate and knew that so many of us are hardwired to talk to ourselves in a certain way, and nothing needs to change. Sometimes it's just the way we think about things that can change, and just those obstacles, to remove them so that we can reach our potential. So I think anybody who has an opportunity or has the means to, I certainly do think though, as a business owner, I wouldn't worry about the means, because I know and I know that you will be able to help it be fruitful. So that wouldn't be an obstacle as a business owner for me, or even as a person. So there's no one that I can think of that would benefit from what we've experienced over the last 2 years.
Awesome. Thank you. So what would you say to someone who's sitting on the fence in terms of starting?
Start.
Okay, cool. Take that first step.
Like they always say, knowledge is power. And I think it's understanding. It's bringing insight, whether it's financial, whether it's emotional. It's just bringing understanding. And we're often putting our heads down and just working and doing our best, but we don't understand what we're doing, why, how, and what for, and so it's bringing that clarity and wisdom, and is
cool. So I think from my side, I just want to compliment you. We spoke about it yesterday as well, that I think you are an amazing leader.
Thank you,
and visionary, and you have a way of seeing something and bringing it together, and understanding the compartments and putting the right people in the right place. So as much as I could help you, You've also been an amazing person to work with, to actually work it out and through the business. So from my side, I just want to say well done.
Thank you.
Obviously, the sky's the limit, so we continue to grow.
Yes.
That's how we were put together.
Yes.
And I really appreciate your time today. It's been wonderful to speak to you.
It's a pleasure, and it's so wonderful to be able to have an opportunity to give something back to you, because it has been such a blessing to be able to work with you over the last 2 years.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks, Bridget.
Pleasure.